Welcome back. So before I start talking about the different kinds of entrepreneurship that exist, I want to talk to you just a little bit about the entrepreneurial journey itself. Now, a lot of people think, well, being an entrepreneur is like a lifelong career. You know, I'm going to start being an entrepreneur at age 22, and then I'm going to be an entrepreneur till the day that I die. And that's really not the case. You know, there's kind of a moment in your life where entrepreneurship is suitable for you. And that has something to do with the opportunities that you discover, create, or articulate at any given moment in your time, in your life. So there's a lot of entrepreneurs that, you know, maybe they had an idea when they were 16, you know, do some cool business idea, and they don't get to it till they're 40. They do this one thing for like 5 years, and then maybe they go back to conventional employment. There are a lot of people that pursue entrepreneurship for family reasons. Maybe they've just had the birth of a child and they want to stay at home for 5 years, you know, at least until that child gets into like kindergarten, and then they go back to conventional employment. There are people that pursue entrepreneurship because they were fired from their regular job or they were disgruntled from their regular job. They try entrepreneurship for a few years and they may return to the regular workforce. And there are people who pursue multiple different kinds of entrepreneurial opportunities over the course of their lifetime. In other words, they start with one type of business, that opportunity fades, they sell out or they just close it, then they move into another, then they move into another. At some point they may pursue conventional employment. And there are people who pursue full-time employment at one job their whole lives while they've got a side hustle on the other side. So this kind of entrepreneurial journey has so many different forms and facets that, you know, it's almost impossible to characterize it with one universal term. That's why we have so many of the following videos that describe some different kind of archetypes or ideal types of entrepreneurs so that you can kind of figure out what some of the possible combinations are. Keep in mind though, the different types of entrepreneurship that I'm going to describe, they're not mutually exclusive. It's possible to be more than one type of these entrepreneurs simultaneously. So for example, a lot of tech entrepreneurs are also ex nihilo entrepreneurs. They come up with this wild and crazy tech idea out of nothing, and in fact it might be a family business as well. So it's even possible that they could be all of these different types of entrepreneurs, so that's totally fine. The other thing that people think about is, well, you know, how does my expertise relate to my ability to be an entrepreneur? Well, the conventional answer is you have some sort of industry or personal experience in a given field or a given subject, and therefore you kind of move into that. So let's say that you worked as a baker in high school, you know, as a summer job, and then you maybe worked in a restaurant, you know, all through college. So therefore you might try to open a restaurant because you got that given experience. Or maybe you're a computer science major, therefore you become an app developer. That's kind of the conventional pathway. But there's also a lot of entrepreneurs that don't really have expertise in the areas they're pursuing, but they're able to hire somebody and lead somebody who does have that expertise. You know, I worked with one guy who wanted to start a recycling plant, and he had no experience in waste management at all. But he was a really good entrepreneur, and he was able to hire those people that could do that kind of work for him. So expertise, you know, there's the technical expertise, which can help make you successful, but then there's also the expertise in being an entrepreneur, being a leader, and kind of these core capabilities that can translate to a variety of businesses. So keep that in mind. Great, so in the next videos, we're going to start looking at the different kinds of entrepreneurship that are out there. I hope you enjoy this entire playlist. Definitely hit that thumbs up button, that's a like. Hit that subscribe button if you've enjoyed this video, and definitely post some comments down below. Looking forward to seeing you in the next videos.